Hi, it's Wendy Hernandez, attorney and creator of Command the Courtroom. So, what do you do if you're feeling bullied and threatened by the other side in a case? And this can happen a lot, not only when there's an attorney on the other side and you're representing yourself, but when you have a party on the other side who really feels like he or she can get his or her way by threatening. It happens a ton. And I talked to a potential client on the phone about it yesterday. He called me. He was very grateful to be talking to me because he was so scared. He was terrified that he was going to lose all rights to his kids, that he was never going to get to see his children again. And his soon to be ex wife in the case was telling him what rights he had, and the rights that she was saying he had were no rights to the children. She was telling him things that are not true, like everybody should know that when two parties are going through a divorce, that the children need time away from the father to bond with the mother. And because this father didn't know either way, he was afraid. He was afraid the game was over for himself. And what he didn't know was killing him. What he didn't know, that his ex was lying to him, or she was misinformed. Maybe she wasn't lying, but maybe she was just misinformed. So the remedy to feeling bullied and afraid and overwhelmed and threatened by the other side is to do your research, to get information, get understanding. The client and I talked for about half an hour on the phone, and I explained to him how the laws work and what the best interests of the children mean, and the types of things that he would need to show in order to get time with his children, and the fact that a court really wants both parents to be involved if they're both fit. And he felt so much relief as we were hanging up the phone. He was so grateful. So just getting that little piece of information brought him to a better place, and he came out of the meeting with a strategy, with a game plan, with a idea about how he was going to move forward. Although he didn't hire me, I pointed him in the right direction as far as what motions he needed to file and what he needed to prove. So if you're sitting in a place right now of fear because the other side is saying things and you're afraid what that person is saying is true and that it could mean that you don't have a relationship with your children that you want, then get information. Talk to an attorney if you can, even if it's just for a half-hour consultation, so you can understand the rules in your area. And if you can't talk to an attorney, or you don't want to talk to an attorney, then go to the web. Life is so much easier now than it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago. When I was in law school, I had to go to the library and look information up in tons and tons of shelves of books. Now you can find the answers to your questions in literally seconds. But when you're getting information off the web, I would encourage you to check it and double check it, because not all information is reliable. And you have to understand that certain information that you're getting may apply in some situations, but not in other situations. It may apply in some states, but in others, not in other states. So the key is really to take action. And I think I've said this in another video before. When I'm feeling overwhelmed and paralyzed by fear, or being paralyzed because I just have too much to do, just taking one little step in the direction where I want to head helps me so much. So instead of focusing on the overwhelmment and the fear and the threat that you're facing, say, I'm going to do this little action today. I'm going to pick up the phone and call up an attorney, or I'm going to get on the web and I'm going to research these ideas. A good place to research is commandthecourtroom.com while I'm on the subject of that, because there's tons of videos on there and I have resources for you to look at. Check out all the videos on the YouTube channel each week. I release a new one. Like us on Facebook. Don't give up, because your kids need you. They deserve to have you in your life, and you really can do this. So keep on trucking, and remember, until next week, command the courtroom.